This is a wonderful facility because we see so many people from so many different parts of the world.
I've met people from France, from South Africa, from England.
I'm fluent in Portuguese and I speak Spanish as well, so I enjoy talking to folks who don't speak English, and it kind of builds a kinship when they come here.
You just have to love the outdoors and the public. Every customer to a park is valued. Even a simple smile makes people think, hey, that castle, that was great, let's go back again.
When my staff comes on for the summer, they're going to get an education here. Today, this might not make any difference, but 10 years from now, you might reflect back to this job and say, wow, I learned a lot working for DEP. I know I did.
As soon as you start the job, they give you a tour of the tower, and then they give you a packet so that when you're given the tours, you got to talk about the history. You meet a whole lot of different people, and you learn a lot. Right now, we're like 973 feet above sea level.
I like people that I work with. Like, they make it very easy to learn new things and accomplish tasks.
We get to have a lot of fun with some of the projects we'll do. For instance, this summer we built a footbridge at Great Pond State Park in Simsbury. If we're gonna redo it, we might as well take out these posts. And it was a huge thing for us because we learned a lot of skills through it.
Now we can transfer that to other aspects of our lives.
DEP sponsors programs where children and families can have fun at state parks and forests and develop a love of the outdoors. Let's meet Doris Johnson, Outreach and Education Coordinator, and check out some of DEP's programs and events.
I work a lot promoting environmental awareness in the urban communities. I love my job at DEP. It's very rewarding. And my advice is to disconnect yourself from the television and the computer and to connect yourself with the outdoors. Nature plays a very important role in who we are.
I like walking around and looking at the water because the environment is peaceful and it's really fun.
So we're all out here and I think the kids are really enjoying it. And so it's really important that we connect all of the kids to the natural world so they can be the next generation of environmental stewards.
So now you know what the DEP is. If you're interested in helping the environment, there are so many opportunities at DEP and in your community to gain valuable work experience. Let's hear some advice from both students and employees on how to make a difference in our world.
Ask yourself what your interests are, and then come into the agency and search around for a good match.
I think it's important to have a love for the environment, and I think you need to know where you're going.
You need really to have a broad base of skills. There are an enormous number of local environmental clubs that volunteers can join.
We've been trying to promote things within our school community.
The club gives experience learning more about what can be done. Like we've gotten solar panels for the school.
I think it's good that we're affecting a place that we go to every day.
We just try to make people aware by doing certain events, like having the DEP come down and talk about job opportunities.
That's the part of Division of Forestry that I take care of.
The internships here are very good. Try to find names of people who are working on projects you're interested in. If you are willing to put in the effort, you can find a lot of fun stuff to do here.
I wasn't always an environmental engineer. It ended up being something that I really loved. So if working in any department in the DEP is something that you want to get into, definitely follow what your mind and what your heart says.
You may have a passion as a kid for making sure you recycle as much as you can because it's the right thing to do. If that kind of interest can be nurtured somehow, some way, it's going to make us a better agency for the future.
We're going around checking all the classrooms to see how they're doing with recycling. And our goal is to get 75% of the school to recycle.
I started getting the kids involved, making signs, posters to put around the school, doing presentations to classrooms.
I have seen improvement in them and they're taking recycling much more seriously.
for our food, we put it in this green bucket and we compost it, and it turns into soil to help the trees and like grass and other plants.
If we don't protect the environment, then we won't have any plants like the ones we have now.
We hope you've enjoyed meeting some of the interesting people who work for DEP. Please call or visit the website if you'd like to find out more about all the job opportunities that are available.
We can find a place for you, and I would encourage anybody that cares about the outdoors, cares about the environment, give it a shot, because it's a wonderful career.
I'm helping out my community, and I'm helping out life, and that's what it's all about.